in Coconut Beach where you play volleyball. Like, we have eyes and ears all over the place.
That's your time.
Like, we know you don't like us.
That's supposed to be a physical threat. I want to talk about it on the record.
So a judge granted Jefferson Parish President Cynthia Lee Shang a temporary restraining order after against a local firefighter after that comment that you just heard from the firefighter there. That happened during last week's parish council meeting. This case is now scheduled to return to court for additional proceedings this Thursday. Fox 8 legal analyst Joe Responti joins us this morning with his take on this restraining order. Joe, good morning. Thanks for being with us. We appreciate your time as always.
Good morning.
So let's talk about what's happening in this case, and on Thursday, what's supposed to happen in this courtroom.
Okay, right now, in place is a temporary restraining order. Those usually are like a 15-day. You can get another 15 days after that. But that's for, okay, we're not even going to look at the merits too much here, but just we'll give you this stop. But within that time frame, which is what they're doing, I think you said tomorrow, you have a hearing, and that hearing is on a permanent protective order. And those last, I think, 6 or 12 months or even more, depending on what the judge wants to do. But that's where you have a chance to put forth your evidence to show that you need, this is what we want to get done, Judge.
And so what are the issues in the court that they're going to be looking at as they decide to make the decision? You kind of mentioned some of them, and that's evidence, but let's, I guess, dig deeper into what that evidence might look like.
Well, you just played one of them. I'm sure they're going to play that. I mean, this is a unique, not unique, but you don't usually have such stuff recorded for the public, out in the public like this. And from what I understand, and this is just word on the street, is that there have been other types of communications, either via text or whatever, that are bordering on the line, and the judge is going to have to look at this and determine whether or not the behavior of this guy here on your screen rises to the level that the court needs to intervene and say, you need to stay away, stay away from her home, stay away from her work. You need to stay within, you can't get within 100 feet of her or whatever they want to set up. And so the judge has to determine if this guy's behavior rose to that level.
And we didn't give people this bit of background, but that council hearing last week in Jefferson Parish, the council, the parish president, these firefighters were discussing firefighter pay. So a very contentious topic there. That's what they were discussing, and that is when that comment happened last week during that meeting. Joe, obviously you can't predict exactly how this will all play out, but what do you think could potentially happen during Thursday's proceeding?
Well, this is, like I said, a very general statement I'm going to make here, is that protective orders are saying, hey, this person, you need to just stay away from one person on the planet by 100 feet. If they walk into a place, you need to leave, stuff like that. It's a balancing act, and the question is, does keeping this guy away from one person impact his life so negatively that it's an undue burden? Usually it's say, no, it's not. So look, pal, you need to stay away from Cynthia Lee Shang within 500 feet. You can't go to the Annie building, and this is for 6 months. So I'm going to think that this court is going to err on the side of caution and grant the protective order.
And we'll have to wait and see exactly how this all plays out from that point, and if it is extended, as you mentioned, longer than this temporary restraining order is allowing so far. All right, Joe, thanks so much for your time this morning. We appreciate you. All right, let's